We are here and it is Monday and we have another awesome live for you. I am speaking with Miss Milwaukee Area, Angelica Niemann tonight, and we are going to find out all about what she has been up to and what is she doing to prepare for the Miss Wisconsin 2021 competition. I'm so happy you're here.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
This is great. I know I wish I could be doing these in person, and I wish that we could be hanging out in person much more often, but I'm glad that you guys are at least able to have another year and be able to compete at Miss Wisconsin. So this is great. Why don't you tell everyone a little bit about yourself and your social impact initiative?
Of course. So my name's Angelica Niemann. I'm your current Miss Milwaukee Area. I am so thankful for this opportunity. I live in such a supportive city. I'm very thankful for that. And my social impact initiative is called Eat Right, Future Bright. It's about disease prevention through nutrition education. I believe everyone can learn about preventative health in many different ways. My focus is on eating healthy. I love to cook. It's kind of a fun fact about me. And during COVID, during quarantine, I've decided to take it to the internet and social media. And I've been able to do tutorials, cooking demonstrations to show how easy, affordable, and tasting Eat Right, Future Bright can be in everyone's life.
I love that. That is so exciting. Before I dive into asking you questions about your social impact initiative, why don't you tell people a little bit about your journey and how you became Miss Milwaukee Area?
Absolutely. So my sister actually competed in the Miss America organization. I have two sisters. My sister Celeste competed and introduced me to the organization. And I love everything that Miss America stands for. It's a scholarship program, the sisterhood. And I have to also say, you have done an amazing job just connecting all of us, because even when we are so far, far away and we're not able to be close together right now, a lot of people might not know, but you've been hosting Zoom classes and Zoom calls, especially during the beginning of quarantine. And that was so special to me to be able to get to know the girls in the class, and everyone is so smart and talented and so funny. I felt like we had some really great times together, so that was super special. And you've also learned how to use our talents virtually and also doing the Queen's Giving, so you've done just a phenomenal job with that and everything. So I'm thankful for the spirit, the sisterhood, and if you don't know about MAO, definitely reach out. You can always DM Miss Milwaukee Area. I love answering questions. Anyone in this area competing next year, I'm just so excited to be able to hold this title for an extra year. It's just wonderful.
That is so exciting. So you talked about your social impact initiative about living a healthier lifestyle. Where does that stem from? Where did you get that encouragement or want to be able to spread that message to others?
I've always been an active child. I grew up playing sports, and my mom and I cooked in the kitchen a lot. And she's a big health nut, so I think it stems from my mother. We would cook together as a family, and since then, that's some of the best memories for me, and the traditions that we have through food and the connection that I have through food. And so I like to share that with other people as well. And I actually have an Eat Right, Future Bright Facebook blog. So feel free to reach out. I love taking suggestions and giving recipe tips. And it really is about quality of life. When we think about eating healthy, it's not just about the food in our body, but it's about thinking how it's going to affect you long term and the quality of life that you can have if you make those decisions. You have 3 decisions every day: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And the impact that you can have, the power that you have when you are eating your fruits and your vegetables and focusing on that, it's incredible. You could really, truly prevent most diseases. And I just love talking and being an advocate for that.
I really love that. And what type of success have you had so far with this type of initiative, being able to go out into communities?
Oh, great. Really great success. I have to really mention one of my favorite appearances so far has been the Health and Wellness Expo in Milwaukee. So I was able to give a 30-minute speech on Eat Right, Future Bright, my social impact initiative, and then host a booth where I talked to community members in a safe space where I was able to give them recipe suggestions and help them learn about eating healthy and the importance, the why. And that truly is the secret recipe to success, is finding your why. Why should you eat healthy? Is it to be a better mom, to be a better teacher, to be a better student, to be a better title holder? There's so many reasons why to eat healthy, and it's about having a healthy, happy life long term. That's truly what it's about, preventing these diseases so you can live longer, you can be successful, and that's what it's all about to me. The success that I've seen, hearing the feedback is wonderful to hear people try my recipes and get excited. And especially with quarantine, I think all of us have been eating more at home.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know how to cook very well, I encourage you to reach out. I can show you how to make really simple, tasty, and affordable dishes, even from your pantry. And it doesn't have to necessarily be something that's expensive. I think when also that's the other thing when people say, oh, Angelica, I would love to eat healthy, but it's so expensive. Shopping in season, eating canned foods, frozen fruits and vegetables. There are definitely ways you can get creative with eating healthy.
Which you answered my next question. I was
Oh,
yes. So for someone that maybe doesn't know where to start or feels that they financially don't have the money to be able to do this on a regular basis, what would you suggest them doing? What would be the first tip that you would suggest them to do?
I always say it's progress over perfection. The first thing is just about getting started. It's
Mm-hmm.
as easy as that. And for me, it's not always thinking big picture because it can be really intimidating. It's about starting small. Maybe you make a small goal for yourself each week. So say this week, I'm going to focus on adding more fruit and vegetables. The CDC recommends 4 to 6 fruits and vegetables in your everyday life. And that can be really difficult. So maybe you're getting creative with that. Maybe you have a journal that you can tally when you get your fruits and vegetables in, and make it kind of like a game. Make it fun. Join your friends and families and invite them so that you can together build this healthy lifestyle together.
I love that. So how have you been able to alter your social impact initiative because of the pandemic? And obviously, I know you did a lot of videos online. Is that something that you see yourself continuing to do within the future for plans that you have as Miss Milwaukee Area?
Absolutely. And that is the power of social media. I'm definitely going to continue this. It's a wonderful tool to use because you're able to reach such a broad audience that I'm not just here in Milwaukee and giving a speech where only a select few people can to attend. Now it's global, it's worldwide, and that is so powerful where my sister can listen, even though she's not right here in this room in Milwaukee. And to me, that is so special, so powerful, and I'm going to continue to use that tool for sure.
I love that. Speaking of Milwaukee, what is one of your favorite places to go in Milwaukee, or where would you suggest someone to go in Milwaukee if they've never been to the city before?
Oh my goodness, that is such a hard question. There are so many great places. Oh my goodness. Um, well, for me, I would have to say I'm a big foodie, like we mentioned. I love food, and I love Benelux. They have really great brunches. So if you're a big foodie, Milwaukee is the place to start.
Mm-hmm. I
And
completely
breakfast is
agree.
the most important meal of the day. But Benelux, they just have farm fresh ingredients, and I find myself there like every weekend.
I love that. I haven't been there in such a
Haven't
long
been
time, but they
there? You've
are.
been there now.
I've been there. I've
Good.
definitely been there. But yeah, that is a great place to go. I mean, there's so many places if you're thinking about eating in
Oh
Milwaukee.
my gosh, so many. My mind's kind of going crazy thinking about it because there's just so many great places to
Yes, I
eat.
feel
And
that that was a little bit of a loaded question for you, but I felt like you were up to the challenge to be able to have to narrow it down to one thing.
oh yes, oh yes.
I love that. So I see that you've been very busy doing videos and things like that. What do you do outside of your Miss Milwaukee area life?
Yeah, of course. So right now, I would say I have a new hobby that I started during quarantine. I really try to push and challenge myself to learn a new skill. And for me, it's woodworking. And this year
Oh,
for Christmas, I get really into Christmas. It's my favorite holiday.
love
This
Christmas.
year, I don't know if my sisters will end up seeing this video, so I don't want to give you too many hints because it's their Christmas presents. But I made each family member a special surprise that's homemade and from the heart. And I'm definitely not an expert at woodworking, but I've learned a lot and I had a lot of help along the way. And I'm so excited. And last time we talked, actually, in May, I became a first time aunt. I got my first
It's
nephew,
so
birth
exciting.
twins. And I remember talking about it with you girls before, and now Berkeley James is in my life, and I'm so excited. So I also made Berkeley a first Christmas baby gift, and I cannot wait to be able to hand those out because it's so special to me and something from the heart. That's the best kind of gift. So I'm really excited for the
I
possibilities are
love
endless
it.
when you learn how to make everything yourself.
Yes. Well, you will have to post a picture of when they open their gifts so we can see what you made for
Yeah,
them.
absolutely, absolutely.
I love that. I started to get into a lot of crafty
Yeah.
just hobbies and things like that during
Mhm.
quarantine. So I truly think that making things yourself really makes you feel accomplished. And if you can give them to others, that's even better. So that's so exciting. I can't wait to see what you made for them so that we can see the pictures of them.
Of course,
So
of course.
cool. Well, I mean, we're kind of planning on, competing in a competition, which we
Yes,
plan to do last summer, but yeah, you're
yes.
competing at Miss Wisconsin 2021. What are you most excited for? Is there anything you're nervous about? Tell us what your feelings are.
Well, I truly am excited for the sisterhood. Oh my goodness, I loved getting to know everyone through Zoom, and I cannot wait till we get to meet in person for the entire week. It's going to be like a week-long sleepover with some of your new best friends. So I cannot wait for the memories that we're going to create. And everyone really, truly has a unique and vibrant character, and I'm just so excited to get to know everyone's story. That's really special to me. And the organization itself, we prepare our young women for the world and prepare the world for great women. And I'm just so excited to meet so many accomplished women that can be a part of my network, can be a part of my friend group. I'm really excited for the sisterhood when it comes to Miss Wisconsin.
Yeah, I think that is definitely something that you can take away going to that type of competition and realizing that you are able to meet so many accomplished, selfless women that are there to lift each other up. I remember being at Miss Wisconsin last year and we were cheering each other on the sidelines while everyone was doing each
That's
other's talents.
awesome.
And you don't see that everywhere. And I think that that's what makes our organization so special is the bonds that you really create that you can have for a lifelong friendship, and it's really cool. I'm very, very excited for all of you.
And I love our group chat. It's so active, and the times that we do get to have an appearance in a safe way during COVID, it's wonderful to see girls inviting each other to their appearances or cheering each other on or wishing each
Mhm.
other happy birthday. It
Mhm.
truly does feel like a sisterhood, and I love that. I love that.
It really is the best part. I can't wait. I can't wait. I wish it was sooner, but we will get there sooner than later. Speaking of also the competition, is there anything that you could reveal for us, whether that's a piece of wardrobe, something about your talent? We don't want you to give away everything, but we'd like a little piece of what you're going to be bringing to Miss Wisconsin.
Ooh, well, something that I will be wearing is actually from my sister. I'm a really sentimental person. And for me, I want to be able to bring a part of her spirit and her joy onto stage with me. She's one of my best friends. I love both my sisters so much. And I'm so excited that I get to bring a piece of her on to the stage with me. So I cannot wait. So that is part of the wardrobe. And that's all I'm going to tell you, but I cannot wait. I can't
Oh,
wait to reveal that.
I love the suspense. I really do. This is very exciting. How
Yes.
awesome. I love that you have such a strong bond with your sister. Now, this is your sister that also competed within the Miss America organization?
Yep, and she's the mother to Berkeley James too.
Oh, how cool. I can't wait. I
So
can't
I'm
wait to
really
find out what
excited.
it is. I will patiently have to wait until June, but that will come
Yes.
sooner than later. Now, you have competed in the Miss America organization before winning the title of Milwaukee Area. What type of advice would you give to a girl that's either currently competing for her state competition or is waiting to compete in a local competition next year?
Mhm. I would say best advice would be do something different. Don't be afraid to try something new, to step out the box, step out of the box, and just be confident in the direction that you want to go. It's all about truly about following your heart and just being yourself at the end of the day. Perfect example is our current Miss America, Camille Schreier, who had the talent of doing a science experiment I thought that was so neat, so different. And maybe it's not talent, maybe it's a different era of competition, but stepping outside the box and just truly being yourself.
I love that. I feel like sometimes we're so nervous to do something that's out of our comfort zone because
Right.
we are so stuck in our ways and we don't want to fail ourselves or fail others. So I
Right.
completely agree with that, especially right now. I think COVID has, if we look at it in a silver lining aspect, it has given us opportunities to explore other areas of who we are and what we have the capabilities of doing so. So I love that.
Yeah, it's about being creative, it's about being yourself and embracing that. Really comes down
Mhm.
to that, just embracing it.
I love that. Well, I have a couple more questions to ask you about, probably two more questions, and then I'm going to go into the questions that were put in the live that we were originally going to have.
Yeah.
Um, so my next question is, what is the best part about being Miss Milwaukee Area?
There's so many wonderful things, but I have to say it's about the people. At the end of the day, it's about meeting such incredible individuals, whether I'm visiting a pumpkin farm and hearing his story about being a cancer survivor and a fourth generation farmer, to going to a local business and supporting and shopping local and shining a light, especially during this year when they need it most. It's really cool to see the Milwaukee area, where I don't just cover the city of Milwaukee, but I cover a little bit larger of an area over here. And to just get to know people's stories and to connect with them, that's truly what this job is about. And I understand this year really isn't about me at all. It's about everyone else. It's about making an impact, making people smile, and leaving people better than you found them.
Oh, completely agree. Completely agree. And now more than ever, I feel that being a title holder within the Miss America organization is so relevant in what we can do and how we can make an impact on our communities.
Right. Absolutely.
I love that. Well, before I get into my last question, I'm going to move into the questions that were put in the live earlier. The first question was, who is your celebrity crush?
Oh my goodness. That's
These
a
are
good question.
lighthearted questions, so I really, really love what they asked.
I love that question. Well, I'm a big country music fan.
Hmm.
So I would have to say a younger version of Kenny Chesney. I love all of his songs, and I saw him in concert a couple years ago, and I would say Kenny Chesney. I
I
love
love that. Oh, cool. Oh, wouldn't it be awesome if you could beat him?
that would be really, really
I
fun.
love that. Oh, next question is, what is your favorite Netflix show?
Ooh, I don't watch too much Netflix, but I would have to say, oh goodness, that's a tough question because I have not watched that much. Um, oh my goodness, this might be stumping me. I don't know if it's still on there, but I really liked Gilmore Girls.
Oh, Angelica.
They have a new series, I think, out.
Yes, they do. You need to watch the new series. It's so good.
I watched it growing up, and then it came out on Netflix, and I watched the whole season again.
Hmm.
It's awesome. I love that. It kind of brings me back to my childhood, like the things that I was doing during those times, and yeah, Gilmore Girls.
It is such a wholesome show that I don't know. I just feel very warm and comfortable when I watch that show.
Me too. Me
I
too.
sound very attached to that show because I am. So I completely understand why you enjoy that show so much because I do too. I've probably watched the whole era of Gilmore Girls a million times. So I would completely agree with you on that.
I wish I could meet Lorelai and Rory. I just want to be their best friends.
Me too. Me too. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. That was great. I loved that. Dream vacation. Dream vacation. Where would you go?
Ooh, New Zealand.
Mm.
I've heard it's just gorgeous. It's on my bucket list. I need to visit New Zealand. I actually love to travel super much. So I would love to go to New Zealand for sure. Top of my
What
bucket
made
list.
you pick New Zealand out of anywhere to go?
Ooh, good question.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of my friends have actually been there, and the scenery and just the immense feeling of peace and serenity that you feel. I've only seen it from pictures, but it just sounds so dreamy. And I've always wanted to get into hiking, and I've heard that's the place to go. So a couple of reasons why
Yeah.
definitely New Zealand.
I mean, if you're going to start hiking, you might as well start at
The
a
best.
beautiful place outside of the country where you live.
So scenic.
Okay, I have a follow-up question then. So what has been your favorite vacation that you have gone on so far?
Ireland. I've been to
Mm,
Ireland with my dance team, and we performed in the St. Patrick's Day parade.
what?
So that was super special. On St. Patrick's Day, I'm in Ireland.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That is amazing. That is really, really cool. That is an experience you will never forget.
Oh my gosh, unforgettable.
Yes. I love that. How awesome. Next question is, this one was sent in earlier today. My friend Meg asked, where did you go to college and what was your major in college?
I went to the University of Illinois in Champaign-Urbana, and I was in liberal arts and sciences, so I majored in communication, and then I minored in public relations.
Okay, I have another follow-up question. So what made you want to major in communications and public relations?
It really comes back to, and I know we've kind of touched on this during the interview already, but it's all about connecting with people for me. So
Mm-hmm.
learning about verbals and nonverbal communication and how they can connect with people with communication, it really, really got me excited. And also my sister, Genevieve, my other sister, was a communication major at U of I as well. And I got to see her go through that process. So I got to actually see it firsthand, have a taste of it many years earlier than actually going to college. And so it really caught my attention right away. And I knew that I was a people person, and
Mm-hmm.
then I loved talking, I loved communicating, and then to throw in more of a public relations marketing twist to it, I really made it my own.
I love that. Very, very cool. I can speak the same. I love to talk to people and communicate.
Oh
So
yeah.
finding a career path that aligns with who you are is always so important.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Next question is favorite holiday tradition. So I know you said Christmas is very, very big in your life. So go ahead and tell us what your favorite holiday tradition is.
We have a lot of holiday traditions, but one we do every year, we have these famous sugar cookies, and they are labor intensive. I
Mm.
think it takes like maybe 4 hours for the entire process,
Oh my
but
gosh.
so delicious. And the secret, I will tell you the secret, it's almond extract instead of vanilla. So maybe
Oh,
I can pass along the recipe to you if you'd ever like to try some
I would
homemade
love that.
sugar cookies, but we love giving them to friends and family. Of course, this year we won't be able to do that as easily, but that's a tradition that I've grown up with ever since I was a little girl. And last year, my mom gifted us the recipe and a cute little recipe card, and it was so sweet. So it's kind of like passing on the tradition now. Now that I'm growing up. So it
I
was so
love that.
yeah.
I feel that sugar cookies are very traditional types of cookies that you make with your family, and I love that you guys have that. And if you are willing to share your recipe with me, I will gladly take it.
Of course. It's that almond extract. It's delicious.
I love that. Awesome. Okay, well, last question from the individuals that sent them in earlier today. What is your dream job?
Ooh, good question. Good question. I think my dream job would have to be, of course, Miss Wisconsin. I think you have a fabulous job, Alyssa.
Thank you.
It's an amazing opportunity. And beyond that, I would love to be a cooking instructor someday.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yes.
What do you see yourself doing as a cooking instructor? Do you see yourself on TV? Do you see yourself working for a news affiliate?
Ooh, I think there's many avenues. I mean, there's so many avenues when it comes to you could do a YouTube channel, you could do TV, news, you could do an in-person class, social media, you can even and start your own channel. So I think the possibilities are endless. So
I know.
definitely
Why
keep it
pick
in
one
mind.
when you can take that energy and take it everywhere, honestly.
Yeah. Oh
Love
yeah.
that. Very, very cool. Well, my last question for you is where can people follow you?
Yeah, so we have an Instagram and a Facebook page. Super simple. It's just at Miss Milwaukee Area. So you can
Perfect.
find us both on Insta and Facebook.
I love that. So make sure that you guys are following Angelica on Facebook and Instagram as she continues to push on towards possibly having the job of Miss Wisconsin 2021, which will be coming up in June. So make sure you guys are following along with her story and everything that she's doing. She has a lot of different cooking videos on her pages, so you can learn some tips and tricks on making your next meal. But I had so much fun talking with you, Angelica. This was great. I wish it would have worked live, but we persevere and we rolled the punches, and we are now here on Zoom. So make sure that you guys are looking out for this video. You can see it on the Miss Wisconsin page and also on the Miss Milwaukee Area page.
Thanks so much for having me. It was such a fun evening to catch up, Alyssa.
I loved it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
Bye.
Bye.